customers or channel partners or even two-tier distributors. And we've been focusing significantly on increasing not only the channel breadth and depth, making sure that we have the right components to enable them to be knowledgeable about the Juniper product portfolio and solutions. And we've also have been expanding our overall product portfolio to specifically enable them to go and address the markets that they go after specifically, whether it be the small medium business or mid-size or even larger enterprise, and even going after some of the tier 2 and tier 3 service providers as well. It's definitely true. We certainly have seen over the years the VAR move more into that managed space. So because the need for recurring revenue and the need for new revenue streams, and the traditional service providers obviously have been pushing into that space and getting more and more into the quote-unquote niche market so they can expand their overall TAM as well. And so there's multiple avenues to that. So one is a product portfolio play. One is through the technology and learning and innovating perspective. And then the third area to go after is making sure that you have the network management capabilities, and this is where expanding just from Junos as a network operating system to Junos Space and enabling not only the VARs to be able to go out and manage these products and solutions, but also in managing the more traditional service providers, enable them with their multi-tens of millions of dollar systems to be able to hook into those same network management systems and offer a seamless service to their customers is important. So you need to enable the small to mid-sized to large VARs to be able to go and do that, but you also need to enable the people who are rolling out 1,000 customers a week to do that. So it's been an interesting challenge to build a complete network management solution to do that, but we feel like we've done a good job to enable both sides of the business to tackle that. So we're really excited. Just last month we delivered a whole new range of extensions to the MX product portfolio that really enable us to not just increase new platforms for the sake of increasing the platforms, but really wanted to solve some of the business problems that the VAR community was facing, and actually enable them to go after a multi-billion-dollar product replacement that's out there. As you're probably aware, there's been a vendor in the market that's been selling pretty similar solutions for the past 20 years or so, and many of those are coming up and need refresh. They're coming to end of life, end of sale, and utilizing technology from 1991 just isn't really the right thing to do based upon how the overall network requirements have grown, whether it's HA or ISSU or things like that, not to get too technical. So we knew we wanted to expand our product portfolio to go further down market, to expand the mid-range routing space in the enterprise, and also to expand into the high-end enterprise routing space. So what we did is we took the core MX product portfolio technology and created a whole new product portfolio line, which is the MX5, the MX10, the MX40, and the MX80. Which joins the 240, 40, and 960. Now, these are just a bunch of numbers, and what does it really mean to a VAR at the end of the day? We wanted to do something relatively, what we believe to be very innovative. So what you can do is you can take a look at the MX5, and you can grow the MX5 to an MX10, or an MX10 to an MX40, an MX40 to an MX80, simply with a software upgrade. So you can go from a 20 gig router, you go from an OC3 based system, all the way to an N by 10 gig system without ever having to do an additional truck roll. So we feel that this adds a significant amount of value to the VARs, so they can go and design a network architecture, they can deploy something out into the network, and they don't have to go and rip and replace when the customer needs more bandwidth. In fact, they can sell the upgrade and simply log in, type in a code, and all of a sudden the customer's got that additional bandwidth. So we think that's really a compelling value proposition for customers to not have to keep all additional stock around, just as one potential example. I mean, we continue to be a pure play networking vendor, and I think you'll see us continue to do that for quite some time. I think one of the key things, and I'm sure many of you in the audience have heard this message before, but it really comes down to consistency and the ability to solve problems holistically and architecturally. So that we don't want to go into a market with a Me Too solution. We want to make sure that we're solving the business problem first off, and if we can solve that with technical innovation, then it's really a 1-2 punch for Juniper. And we've done that, we believe, in the data center space. We've done that in the edge and aggregation space with the MX and the M series. And we believe we're able to take all of that technology and all that innovation and bring that to the enterprise routing portfolio as well, and obviously the enterprise switching portfolio. And obviously we've been in the security space for quite some time. So being able to tie all of those elements together with a common operating system is really a significant value. You know, if you go and you look at the competition, there are lots of different operating systems. And you can say that and you go, okay, that's not that big of a deal for you or I, but we're not the network operators at the end of the day. You know, if you have a staff of 10 or 20 or 100 and they have to keep track of 5 different platforms with 5 different operating systems that are coming out with, you know, let's just say 2 releases a year, you know, that's 10 new releases of software with different features and functions that they have to keep track of, and well, does this feature work on this platform the same way, even if it's coming from the same company? And that's a massive burden just operationally for anyone to have to keep on top of. And so we've seen a transition from our customers, you know, not only wanting the latest innovative technology, but also wanting to be able to do it in a cost-effective manner. And having a consistent operating system, whether it goes from security to switching to routing to data center to all, to be very relevant for them and help them really get the most out of their business. I think you're always going to be in the mode of looking for new VARs, but that said, I think it's really regional specific. You know, whether we're talking about, you know, Asia Pacific or Western Europe, or, and obviously we're here in Canada right now, and so it's oftentimes now we feel as we've got a good reach into the VAR community, and it's about going and doing the gardening aspects of taking care and making sure that the VARs have the right information, they have the right skill sets, that we're doing the right things to enable their business, whether that be through promotions or product portfolio on the business side or the technical side. We really want to make sure we're very responsive to their requirements and their goals to make sure that they have a profitable business at the end of the day.